What's up, everybody? Live out here hanging out. A little discussion of where this country might be going. You see everything going on with these laws that are supposed to be passed this upcoming month. You see where, and you can see that smoker. How about that? Oh, that dog's gonna go nuts. Those things going crazy over there. Got that smoker going. I'm kind of almost right up in it, huh? Jeez. So whether it's brace laws or state laws or taxing or inflation, I wonder if you can even see me on here right now. So smoky. Where's this stuff all headed to? People talking about different currencies, talking about collapses of the currencies, talking about new petrodollars. Just so you know, we might do another live tonight and maybe over on the Midwest Survivors channel. I still haven't gotten the software stuff done to do a live on Rumble yet, but everything I post over here now seems to go to Rumble. I think I got that part kind of set up now. So we can't go full commie over here, sucker, or whatever you want to say. But this is where it's got to be posted now, so stuff goes both ways. And we now have enough something where we can get cell phone service out here now, which is like a good thing and a bad thing. So I can do live streams over here. I don't know if you guys can see them raspberries right there. Raspberries. Blackberries right there. Those wild blackberries are everywhere over here. We got this salmon cooking up. I'll make a little shorts video or something about that. Put it up. Show you what the Midwest Survivors smoking. But everything's headed, as far as I could tell, it's been a downward slope for a little while now. And doesn't look like anything's getting any better. So we got to keep stacking, got to keep learning. Learning is going to be huge. Knowledge is light, right? So you're going to want to learn as much as you can about survival stuff, bushcraft stuff. We're going to be digging up one of our caches from last year to try to move stuff around. We've got some bigger containers now. I will try to videotape that today, maybe even into tonight, because I think we're going to do some night stuff too, no? So we'll try to get some of that video up maybe tomorrow. I would imagine it would probably be by tomorrow. I got such a messed up work schedule. I don't work tomorrow, so I can mess around tonight a little bit more. We're camping out tonight, so that's pretty cool being out here, camping out, nice outside. It's just it's a good day overall. I think it's going down to 45 tonight, something like that, so not too cold. But coming up with solutions for some of the things going on right now. Like I was saying, you want to keep preparing. You want to keep stacking. You want to get your ammo up. You want to get your training in. We're currently working on a couple bigger pieces so that we have bigger stuff if we need it. Probably be within the next month. But now when we get into another caliber, we're stuck buying another caliber. So maybe reducing on the 9 for, I know this guy over here, he can't stop with that shadow systems. He just keeps going, so he's just gonna have to get a third job. But with me, I feel good enough. I mean, I know it's a diminishing skill, pistol, but I feel good enough that I can just sit back off to the side with that. I think I got enough 9 for now. Stacked up pretty good on the AR stuff. Really kind of try to focus on that 308. It's a bigger platform. It's got a little bit more capability, more battle rifle style. So it'd be something that we really want to get into. So we're gonna be all hooked up this upcoming month. And if you watch on Rumble, we'll probably do some drills with them. We got to get optics still. We got a lot of stuff to do with them. One's a build, the other one's been built out already. You know, it came with platform and it's got some upgrades on it. And just knowing where you're going to end up being and what your capabilities are, what your budget is going to be a huge thing. Budgeting with this inflation has been a real pain. I probably did this video too close up towards the road, but this is like the biggest clearing I got over here, so you might hear some cars here and there, but budgeting's huge with the inflation as far as any of your preps too. You might be stuck just buying rice instead of buying freeze-dried, you know, so just because of the inflation and the price of everything. Same thing with the ammo, same thing with the training, like you might have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class or a Judo class or a Thai boxing or regular boxing, something like that where you want to keep going, and it's not $80 no more, it's $100. But there's a way where if you just go 1 day a week or something, you know, people are going to budget and cut and save whichever way they possibly can to get the training they need, and you should be able to try to do that even if it takes a second job. Now I'm doing overtime and sometimes it gets tiring, but I know that I don't have a choice. Like, if I want to get into another caliber, I am going to need the currency, the fiat currency, to purchase this stuff before like the next World War or something like that, because you know it's going to happen. It's not just going to be a shortage this time. It might be gone for 5 years, in my opinion. There we go. If something got too crazy, if it was a big WW one or something like that, it would end up probably sucking a lot of resources. Hey, Tika, no, stay over here. You got her? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just call her over, that's all. I just think that stuff like that in 7.62x5.1, any of that kind of stuff is going to vanish. It's already gotten a little bit slimmer on 7.62x3.9. If you're into that caliber, the price has gone up quite a bit. All the Russian stuff is just gone now. We got rid of all that, so all the orders that were already ordered, everything's gone. Whatever's there is there, and like no more is coming in for at least a while, if they ever take that off, if it's not a permanent thing. You got 22 stacked to the roof with 22. Probably more than I'll ever shoot in my whole life. Gotta watch this dog. She's crazy, man. She's like 5 months old now, and she is just a maniac. She will go try to fight a bear, and she's like not even 20 pounds. Maybe she's 20 pounds now. But it's something to think about with the budget as far as any of the inflation goes. And is it going to get any better? I don't even think the inflation is going to be doing much better. They were like, oh, we're going to start tapering off now. Oh, that's not good. Now they switched up and said, okay, we're going to raise it again. But at 25 basis points, you're going up 0.25% every single time. It's completely like, I mean, it's not even keeping up with the inflation. They're like, oh, inflation's only 5% now. Well, how come nothing came down then if it's 5% and it's... I saw eggs come down. I can't lie. I did see eggs come down, and I actually bought some of them just because they were so cheap, and I got some egg eaters in the house. Yeah, there's one behind the camera that just plows eggs. I don't know how to say that nicely. But hey, you gotta stay over here, yeah? The road's up there. It's not too far, but I don't like her going any further that way. She can go run around back there somewhere. But what? The what? No, sorry, I'm doing a live stream. No treats. Yeah, no. So inflation is going to have a lot to do with the budget, right? And it's going to have a lot to do with which calibers you can get into, which calibers you can't get into. Are you going to work the extra time to get into those bigger calibers? And I'm probably going to set up so that I look at this. Hey. Oh my gosh. She's like, ooh. So you can if you want. Yeah, that's fine. What? What? So, sorry about this. I'm dealing with some incredible genius egg eaters. They eat eggs, these ones. So they end up some people end up getting stuck into just whatever their budget can afford, and you're stuck with what you're stuck with, right? Not a bad thing. Just get really good and as good as you can and as proficient as you can with what you do have. Some people are stuck without weapons, firearms, we'll say, and you just have knives and machetes. That thing was stuck in there. I don't know if I can get that. There we go. Some people are just going to be stuck with stuff like that. You see, like the Filipino countries and stuff like that. Somewhere in there, I think they got rid of guns or something. Everybody got really good with the knives and stuff. Well, it was practice. They got proficient with what they had. Defensive situation, you need something, right? There's no way around it. And the way I think that everything's coming down, it could be a matter of time. You got all your stuff. You're sitting there good. Someone else doesn't have nothing. 5 other people don't have nothing. They're gonna come try to take it from you. You can't just hand stuff over, right? Besides, then if they take all your stuff, what do you have? Stores are all closed. They took all your stuff. Do I think there's gonna be a grid down? I did hear somewhere. I want to say it was somewhere in Texas. I can't remember now that they were gonna schedule a blackout. No, was it Texas? I can't remember. Maybe because it's so hot. And now with any extra electric vehicles and the whole grid is going to have some sort of an issue if it gets too hot, right? So what happens if you have a grid down? What happens if you have times where they just schedule it and it's 4 hours a day or 4 hours a week that they end up shutting your power off? What are you going to end up doing now? Stuff to be prepared for. The solutions to what's coming is, I feel, in my opinion, right, that you might want to be kind of in shape. Have some fiat currency. This gold and silver thing gets in my brain. Sometimes I think I should have more than I do. It's going to be for a restructuring if something ever happens. That's only if you live through. Are you going to carry this gold and silver around with you the whole time, or cash it, or do something like that? I could see that, I guess. Throw some in a pack in case you have to get out of a place and pay your way out or something like that. But having all your food and your water and ways to get water set up for firewood, split as much firewood as you can, get ready. I did a video on a portable one. I don't know if I did on YouTube, if I did on Rumble, but we've got a portable wood stove now. It's not real big, but it would heat up a small spot way better than nothing. And I think at the time I got it on a sale too. It was like $90 or $85 or something like that. Now they're all like 120, and I'm like, yeesh. Got lucky on that one. Here we go. I'm getting a dusting from that smoker. Anyways, now that I can't see, if you need glasses, get extra glasses. Make sure you have enough stuff for your pets. The food. A lot of food that we do have, she can eat. It wouldn't be too bad for her. If we cooked up some freeze-dried chicken and some of the rice that we set aside, we can make an extra plate for the dog. That way everybody's eating. It doesn't have to just be dog food. Look and see the diets and what they're capable of eating, and stuff for the cat. If we get some fish, the cat's all set. The cat will eat chicken too. You gotta worry too much about that. And just being able to make it. If you can make it for a couple weeks out camping without resupply, right? If you can make it for 3 months, make it without the power for 3 months. I know everybody's gonna be like, no, YouTube's gone, the power's out. We got a solar way to charge it. Is it even gonna be on? Is it like a total grid down? Was it an EMP thing, or what was it? Did it fry everything out, or just grid down? To be ready for that, I mean, people get the solar panels for the solar generators and stuff like that. You could do a gas-powered one as long as you got enough gas stored up. Getting to your spot. Are you staying home? You bugging in? You bugging out? All stuff that you should be writing down. Maybe write a list. I should write a list down and then come on a stream or make a video of it. Let's think about doing that again instead of just going so much off the top of my head. Like, here's boom, 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 and there's solution to boom, 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 like that. And these are ways that you're supposed to be weighing stuff out too. Yay or nay? Are we staying at the house? We're bugging in because there's a problem, or are we bugging out before there's a problem? What happens if you bug out and nothing happens after a week? Well, you can survey the situation and see if you're going to go back home for a few or stay out another week. Oh, you got to stay over there, puppy. Monkey. So it's all things that are going to be a chance of the way the direction that everything's going. Like our local state, the government's off their rocker. I don't know what shall not be infringed means, but they have no clue. I don't even know if they ever heard of that before. Because they're just stacking stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff over here. And then they're not even giving anybody a chance to disagree with the situation. They're just shutting them down. Boom, yep, push it through. Like, yeah, you gotta be kidding me. At some point, there's gonna be that breaking point. What's gonna happen then? I don't know. What are you supposed to say? I'm not encouraging anything. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Don't break any laws. But at a certain point, people break too. They lose their mind. Gerald Celente says it best when the money stops flowing to the man on the street, the blood starts flowing in the street. That's where the chaos, that's where everything's going to end up going bad. Nobody's going to have no food. What happens if the currency collapses out? Economic collapse would be just insane. I don't even know what to think of that versus a grid down. I think they're both going to be like completely insane, but at least with economic collapse versus the grid down, they'll still have their cell phone or something. Something like that to keep them kind of like the zombies. With my 15-second, what they call it, 15-second attention span, something like that. Ooh, that smoke's coming back over this way. That salmon, I can smell it. I can smell it already, man. I'm ready to eat. It's gonna be a few still. Smoking takes a little while, but good things come to those who wait, right? So I don't know if you guys got any thoughts or opinion on the direction that everything's going and on the way that we're being pulled. Not just which way they're going with everything, it's the way we're being, I guess, dragged down, right? It's gonna be not too fun. I would just prepare for the worst, hope for the best, do one of these kinds of things. Make sure you get out. If you live in the city like I do, make sure you get out to this as much as you can. Look at that. I want to make you see the sky up there today. Man, it's a nice day. I didn't even shave the head this weekend. It's probably a good thing because this thing will probably be getting warmer than it is. We'll probably be back out and about hopefully next weekend too. Like I said, you could do caches is a good way to do some stuff. We did a video or two maybe on caching stuff. We're gonna be digging some up from last year to put into a different container and bigger. Hey, La. Yeah, you gotta do something about that. She's gonna chew it in half. She's wrapped up on stuff. But she put it on a leash so she wouldn't run out there while I was over here. What are you doing, Muggy? Crazy baby. She's wrapped around that. Oh my gosh. I should turn this around so everybody can see that. It's a mess. An abortion. So get ready for it. That's all, I guess. Get ready for it. We'll show you what the caches are like. He split a whole bunch of wood and he's putting these little pieces into the smoker. It's fun just being out too, man. Getting out, doing stuff instead of just sitting at the house. Or, I mean, I got a garden I started setting up pretty good at the house. I got a garden I set up out here. Kind of split this garden with my mother. We got to make it bigger. Just stuff just grows so fast when you're not around for a week. You know, if I only come out on the weekend, I'm only getting out here that 1 day a week. And then if she can get out 1 day a week, we're getting about 2 days a week, somewhere in there. Maybe 3 days a week, depending. And keeping stuff going when the rain, like I think now, we've had rain like every weekend up here. Every single weekend since we had snow every weekend. We've literally just had nonstop. This is like the first weekend. It snowed or rained on Friday, and then yesterday it was kind of cool and cloudy, and then today it's sunny. So we didn't have any rain this week. A whole week of this, if I can get an excavator over here next week. But once again, I'm getting back into that thing where I'm weighing out the calibers, and yeah, I got to get stuff moved out over here, but I got to finish that beforehand. I don't even know what's going up and down over there now. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I'll get another video of that in a little while. You got to weigh it out, whatever the budget can afford and whichever way is going to benefit you the most. So if you do write it down and write down, here's what I need to stay going for the next 90 days or something like that, whether it's socks and underwear and food and ways to purify water and whatever it is, and to do it in the tightest budget possible to free up any kind of money that you might get from a side gig or a second job or overtime, so that you could take some of that money and put some of that money towards whatever that prep might end up being. Everybody's going to have their own different, and everybody lives in different areas. I see some people on here that their gardens are already booming, but they're down in Texas or wherever, Arkansas, somewhere south, Arizona, Florida. You know, they got gardens already booming right now, and I just got to put my stuff in last weekend because we had like 28-degree days and stuff, you know, overnight still, so I couldn't put my stuff in. So everybody's going to have it a little bit different, and not as many people are going to be into the training part, and that doesn't matter, especially you put a group together. You got somebody who really likes the medical something, have them learn as much as they can about medical. It's still a great benefit to a group. Someone who likes cooking, that guy likes to cook, so I don't even have to worry about cooking. If I can get something for him, he'll cook it. I don't even have to worry about it. He likes it. He just sits there and looks at it half the time while he's cooking, like, oh, that's gonna be good. But then you got people who are gonna be like a security. You got people who are gonna be into the garden. And it's just literally going to be whichever way, whatever works best for you, and whichever way your group meshes together the best, or your family, or if you're just a couple people, no big deal. Work off that budget. Make sure you can do everything you need to do. So start out with like some camping gear. Even you could do something like that. That way you know you have some sort of a portable shelter of some sort. You don't have to go bushcraft it and make the shelter real quick. Or if you have a spot that you can go to bug out when it's time to go because everything's getting too bad, maybe you already have the bushcraft shelter already set up. That way when you go, boom, it's already kind of done or something like that, instead of having to start right there from scratch when you already walked 30 miles the last 2 days, carting you and everything you possibly can. Just make sure you have what you need to keep going. That's the biggest thing. That's the solution to no matter what's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. So WW 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever it's going to end up being, there's nothing you could do about it. And the way we're headed, who knows? That could be the least of our worries, or that could be that red dawn. You never know how it's going to pop off. So just being ready the best you possibly can. And if this is all I got and this is what's going to end up happening, then I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with, right? So you're going to have to make the best of it. That's where you're going to, with that knowledge. So like what I try to do is I'll be on Rumble or I'll be on YouTube, either one, when I find different stuff I want to learn about. At my job, I can put like a headphone on one side and I just press play on a whole playlist of stuff, and then I can learn, think about it. Hey, what's going on? How are you doing? I am doing just fine. How about you, the prepping artist? Go check her channel out. Yeah, just out to the land, and we actually have service out here now. I don't know where or why or how far, but not too long ago we ended up getting service where we could actually use our phones out here. So I figured, why not do a live stream? I don't think I ever did. We ever do a live stream? This is the first weekend ever doing this, huh? And we're probably going to do one on the Midwest Survivors channel later, or it depends. We still got to go somewhere way out there or there. I don't know. We got a couple caches we got to dig up and move stuff around. So that was one of the main things for this weekend. Get a little bit of training in. Run around a little bit at night because we're camping out here again. this is just what it's gonna be, man. This is gonna be fun. And he's smoking that salmon. You could probably smell it on there. I don't know if you can smell it. It smells good. Oh boy, that looks a little excessive. Yeah, so we were just talking about the way the country's headed, and maybe what can you do? I mean, you can't do nothing about the way it's going down, but you can get ready for it. It's like a lot of things I said, just getting it on a budget, just getting, you start out with a day, getting an extra day's worth of food, a water filter, like a Sawyer Mini or something like that, and there, now you got food and water figured out for a day. Even though Sawyer Mini, you keep it clean and stuff, these things will last pretty good from what they say. I haven't burnt one out yet, as far as I know. I haven't gotten sick from using it, but it's gonna be the whole thing too, depending on the budget and depending on inflation and how that's gonna keep going, it looks like. And it's gonna depend on defensive measures. There's too much going on for me to do a live stream right now. My mind's all over the place. Dogs running around. Smokers got this smoke right in my face. It smells good. This guy's about to start throwing knives over here, it looks like. Yeah, so kind of a hangout, but at the same time, anybody has anything to throw in on that or any thoughts on, the direction of the country and where it's going. Hey, you're too loud over there. At least it's not gunshots, I guess, right? Could be worse. Anybody has any idea and thoughts on which way the country's going and what's the best way to start getting ready for something like this? And even doing these little caches that we do, like 5 buckets or six buckets. I forget what we did. I got to dig some of them up. I can't completely remember, but like we got some that we do that are just food, like just freeze-dried food. Then we got some buckets that we'll do. I think I put a shorts video up showing like some of those buckets. I think I did. If you go back last year or whatever before we threw them in there, I have a bucket that has a knife in it, a fire starter in it. This will be the bucket without the food. Might have some ammo in it, some first aid in it, stuff like that. Stuff that is common for you to use. I like the way the one guy said it too, like a good way to figure out what you're gonna need for sure over the next 30 days or something like that. What do you touch every day? Okay, I need that. Yep, I need my shoes. What do you got? You got a knife. What's the stuff you carry? You got a belt. You got everything you need for 30 days. Whatever you touch the most of over the course of a day is stuff you're gonna need for 30 days. Times it by 30, right? Food. Are you grabbing a drink? You gotta have this stuff ready. And the budget is the worst too with this inflation. I mean, we were buying our freeze-dried August, even the August and Farm ones that they had at Walmart. We were buying these things for like $14.96, and then it was like $15.96. And I think it went right to like $18.29 or whatever it was. It skipped $1 or $2. Now they're like $26. 26. It's up literally like $11, right? What was it, 25.92?
Yeah, the last one I bought was 23.
23. Yeah.
That was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so $26 now when I was buying them for 15. And all I was doing was every single time we went shopping, and we were going shopping like every other week or something, I'd just buy one. Just buy one, put it into the budget. I'm just buying one. And it's like 4 days, it's 4 people for 48 hours or something like that. So if you only have 2 people, you just, it's double the time. But those right there were good family kits because if you open them up and everything, and I opened, I think every 3, no, I think you had to buy 4 of them. You could open them up and they fit into 3 buckets. So all 4 of the contents will fit in 3 buckets. You make out with a free little square bucket you set off to the side for whatever else you need. I was putting in there like that one I have has that was the first example I ever showed probably of the broccoli seeds or whatever it was, the little sprout grower power thing. I set them in there with some medical whatever. So I mean, I got 4 buckets, and then you just break them down and put them into it. But the thing about those August and Farm ones was it wasn't like a one meal like you can buy like the the double serving they call it, but it's like 1 meal mountain house or something like that, where you just take the 13 ounces of boiling hot water, pour it in there. It's good enough. You're eating the whole thing in one time. This was all like quadruple, right? Was it 4 times, 3 times the amount of water, something like that? Because it was to feed 4 people. It's enough to feed 4 people for each meal. So you had like a breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So each one was enough for 4 people. So when you cook it up, it's enough for 4 people. And we ended up getting a bunch of those buckets. And at first, I never really paid attention to that. I think I don't even know how many buckets in before I found that out. Because I never like opened them. I was just buying them, stacking them, buying them, stacking them. I was like, I just need to do that. And then every time anything got ordered off Amazon, give me an extra mountain house. Or I don't even know all the freeze dried crap they have. Once in a while they have sales on that My Patriot Supply. And then we got like the whole thing of chili mac, like just cases of, and it was like enough for 2 people each one or something like that. 6 servings or something like that. So it's about 2 people's worth of chili mac, whatever. But the thing is, buying the stuff when it's on sale, having it in the budget, made a big difference when I was going and getting to August Farms, because every time we were going grocery shopping, we went through the bulk aisle at Walmart, scooped it up, because we were doing like a Walmart Aldi's thing. It was kind of the best way for our budget to try to get what we needed, the best way we could, the cheapest we could. What you got there? One of them. Yeah, see, even out at the land, we got stuff that hasn't gone down under yet, that's still above ground. Which one's that? That's the Augustin Farms one. We brought a whole bunch of stuff out here. We started moving stuff. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to move stuff to where we might want to be if something bad happened. That way, if we ever had to just get up and go and we're gonna bug out to get out of the city, we're just gonna get up and go. You know, a load out, grab what you need, and everything will be where you're gonna be at when it's time to go. So that's kind of convenient. If you're gonna be staying where you're staying, you can just stack it up right there. Just now there's a whole thing of fortifying the house and everything. And look at you. She's crazy. She's all wrapped up again. I usually have her out here off of the leash, but sometimes she don't listen to everybody, and then I'll be over here yelling like, hey, come back here when I'm on the live stream. You could unclip her. You want to come over here and see me? Want to come say hi? Come here, Tiga. Come here. Come here. She's like, dude, I'm chewing on something. Come here, say hi. Look at you chewing on grass. You want to say hi? Say hi, I'm getting big. And she's chewing on grass. Look at you. Funny looking. You funny looking.
I don't have any open ones. All the open ones are in the ground. But I want to say, depending on what it is that you're doing, it's 6 to 12 cups of water.
6 to 12 cups, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a lot more than just those single packets. Okay, you want to get down? You good girl? Oh, you drop it? Here, go ahead. Bubble. She's getting big. Yeah, she's cute. She's 5 months now. She's getting big. But sometimes she sees stuff out here and she's like, rrr. She thinks she's all tough and everything. So look, what was that? What was that? She sees some of the targets too when we were walking up. She sees the targets and she's like, oh, and then she bumps into my stand. You got her, La? All right. But there's a road out there too, so I don't want her completely running off. And when I'm just sitting here too long, she'll want to get up and move around. So I don't know. There's a million different things. Anybody has any questions, anything like that, even after the live stream on a replay or anything like that, hit me up in the comments section. I just figured it'd be fun to pop a live stream up out here, just because it's like, I don't know, look at it back there. That's where I just came from too. I came from about that way. You can't see behind those blackberries. Wild blackberries. And a garden back there, a little garden set up. I think I posted one of those videos up on the last part where we set up like the potatoes and the tomatoes. So this garden here is not too big. The garden at the house, I'm doing mostly everything in pots. I did put some potatoes in the ground. That's another thing too, on a budget. You can get like a whole package of seeds at the Dollar Tree. I know it's not non-GMO, and I know it's not, look at this. Hey buddy, you can't see we're on a live stream? They don't care. Like, I got salmon to smoke, dude.
Yeah. Be loud for a second. Maybe.
Maybe 2 seconds. And there goes one of the pieces. Yeah. Go get that piece of wood for him. So, damn, completely lost my train of thought on that one.
Seeds at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, seeds at the Dollar Tree. There you go. See, I'm getting old, dude. Hopefully, when it all goes bad, I got his strong back to help out. And yours too. You guys a lot younger than me. You can keep going for some reason. I just get too old. I'm starting to lose my mind. She's like, yep. And then the puppy will help me, right, puppy? Gotta get once she gets bigger. I can't wait to get one of those like harnesses that fit on her that has like pouches and stuff, and she could carry her own little thing of water and her own little thing, a bag of food, and a couple extra AR mags or something in there. That's gonna be sweet. Huh? That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, seeds could be huge. Canning, I know, is not the cheapest thing. We were doing quite a bit of dry canning. For a little while there, we were buying them 25-pound bags of rice. Yeah, 25-pound bags of rice over at Sam's Club, and it wasn't much different. I didn't renew my Sam's Club thing this year because it wasn't much difference for the 20 pounds at Walmart. Anyways, rotten kids got me all over the place. So the 20-pound bag is like 2 cents more a pound or something like that. I'm just like, whatever. I don't have to pay for that thing. I don't have to go to just that spot. I can stop to any one of them around wherever I go. And it was just easier, but we were doing quite a bit of it. I mean, I get all the ball jars and stuff like that. Then we got a big thing of Mylar. It was like 100 Mylar in that thing. I don't even remember what it was. So then I tried the Mylar. It comes with the oxygen absorbers. And dirt bike. Dirt bike we went through. So then the Mylar, and then we're doing the freeze dried stuff. But if you can do pressure cooking, I know there's another way too. I gotta get over with the Homestead Survivalist, and I gotta get over with my mother too, because I know she used to like boil some of the stuff up inside whatever to seal up the cans. Her remove sealants go only because of the gas. Yeah. We've got one other spot over here. It's like a Circle K, it's called. We didn't have them in New York, but it's like a gas station. For some reason, I don't know how they do it, but they're like literally almost the same price as the Sam's Club gas almost all the time. There might be a day here and there where Sam's Club beats them by 5 cents or something like that. Over here, plus you get the 10-cent off cards too now on the Circle K. But yeah, there's still good stuff there. I mean, you can get huge bulk for granola bars. Like, I'm a granola bar freak. I like having that stuff that's like right now ready to eat, and for $10 getting like 60 of these things or whatever. You know, you can put 10 in each pack. Just keep throwing them in. Now when you're on your way to your bug out, or your car breaks down, you got food, or you know, it's ready to eat stuff. It's not that's the picture you want right there. Maybe I had to put that picture on YouTube. Dog just like flopped down and straight up passed out right on my feet right there. Oh man, middle of the live stream. But oh, she up now. He woke her up. But yeah, there's still good stuff to get over there. There's plenty of things to get at Sam's Club, plenty of stuff to get at Walmart, China Mart, whatever the hell you want to call it. But the way I feel right now is it doesn't matter where you're getting stuff the cheapest. We got not too far from here, there's a Amish store, and they have like a scratch and dent. What do they call it? Bent and dent or something, right? Bent and dent, like 3 rows of it. We should stop there tomorrow because they're not open on Sunday. We should whip through there again. But they have stuff that's close to expiration. Now they got stuff that's brand new, but they also got things like honey, and it might be a little bit more expensive than the honey at Walmart, but it's like honey that was made within the 25 or 30 miles of here. So if you have any kind of allergy issues or something like that, you can take a tablespoon of that honey and it helps with any of your allergies from the local area. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of that. I've got some of that. I was buying like the smaller jars. I think last year was the last time I bought one or whatever, and they were like $7 or something like that. But it's worth having if someone's got real bad allergies this time of the year, and the ragweed or the hay fever or whatever they end up get from anything, you can give them some of the honey, and that seems to be pretty good. We got plenty of antioxidants with the berries out here, though. I mean, these things are just starting to get the white on them too. And it's crazy because we couldn't even start really growing, like I said, until this past weekend. So it's been like a week now. I've got stuff. I got some beans that popped up now and stuff like that at the house. It's just been too cold overnight. Overnight going down to 28, you gotta cover everything, or you got, and then out here, if I can't get back out here for a week, I can't do it out here. But overall, like I said, where we're headed doesn't look good in my opinion. It's been a slow decline, and just want everybody to be ready. Everybody I know, anybody who ever passed through the channel, they're like, man, this guy's annoying, dude. He keeps telling me to get food and water and have a way to defend it. Geez, even if you don't have the food and water, almost you want to be able to defend yourself against something stupid. It's good to get out. Some people less mobility issues. Maybe they can only target practice, can't really train, they can't run, they can't ruck so much, go out and do hikes. Some of that stuff is free. Plus, when you do this kind of stuff, running around, training with your gear on, or doing hikes or anything like that, you find out what works, what doesn't work, what falls apart, what you needed for that 8 hours you were out, or 10 or 12 or 2 days or a week, whatever you're doing. Did I need this in my bag? Did I not need this in my bag? You get to weigh everything out and find out what works for you, because anybody could get on here and tell you this is what you need, this, and then you're gonna go out, you're gonna do it, and you'll be like, damn, I didn't use that. I didn't use that there. You know what I wish I did have? Well, how do you know unless you go out and do it? And if you can get ready and prepared for a whole weekend, say Friday after work, you're gonna go out, you hit the woods, you come back on Sunday. If you can do that, now make it so, well, here's everything I did, and you're gonna go do it 20, 30 different times, whatever you can. I know it's hard when you're trying to work overtime. Trust me, I know. Or doing a second job to try to have the money to be able to do stuff like that. And you're just gonna multiply it. So I got enough that I could stay alive out there for 2 days. So here's what I need to do to make it 4 days. And then try to double that 4. Now I need to double that 8. And eventually, yeah, you'll be better. Hey, you can't be knocking into that stand while you're sleeping. Dreaming already? That was quick. Out like a light instead of pedaling. Did you see that? Or maybe it was a stretch out. I couldn't really tell what she was doing. Well, thank you all for stopping by. I think I'm going to shut this off. We're going to get some video of digging up some of the caches. I may show some of the things that we're putting back into the ground. I don't know if we'll do that today or tomorrow, putting the stuff back in the ground. I want to try to get to a spot where I feel like I got, this is just me personally, maybe like 90% of my stuff off site. That way there I don't have to carry but 10% of my stuff, or even, I shouldn't even say it like that, more like 90% of my food and maybe even ammo, just to get it off site. You know, have enough of what you need to get out when you have to get out, without, you know, try to be a little more minimalist of what I've actually got to carry to get out. I've got one of those I got for Father's Day one year. One of those, it's not a red wagon, but it's one of the big pull behind camping soccer mom thing, whatever. I saw the price on those too. I think she got it for me a couple years ago, 48 bucks. I think they're like $80 at Walmart now. I was like, jeez. Yeah, I mean, just the price of everything. I was complaining about, you spent $50 on that. Well, you got that. But it's kind of nice because I could throw, or even if someone got messed up on the way or snapped an ankle, twisted, did something, it's got the big tires on it, you could have someone sit in it, because I think it holds a few 100 pounds or something like that. And you know, you could bring one ammo can or whatever, you know, whatever you need, your tent, your whatever, and you could tie a rope to your pack to that or something if you need extra to carry extra stuff. I'll probably leave that at my house still. But as far as any of this freeze-dried, I don't see much reason to have any of my freeze-dried at my house. I do keep a couple of the mountain houses in my vehicle. That's another thing too. We could boil up some water and make some of that rice to go with this. Yeah, man, just thought about that. Or we could dig some up. Maybe we'll do that for a video tomorrow. Pull the rice out of our thing, open one of the Mylars and cook regular rice. I think we got a couple pots here, don't we? I think so. I think I even got another one in my car too. So it's good to already have the stuff here too. That's a good example of, look, we came here and we can do something right now if we want. But I do have a few mountain. I got 5 or 6 mountain houses in the car. I don't have any in the pack. I got granola bars and the tuna packets and salmon packets and stuff like that. That's pretty good. But yeah, it's all just learning what works best for you. You could throw a million options out there. Just like with the fighting, I really like doing the Jeet Kune Do. I went from, in the beginning of hand-to-hand training stuff, I went from Okinawan Karate was the very first thing I started. And I didn't know if that was the only thing in the world. It was just the one down around the corner from my house. And I got into Kung Fu. And it was so much different. It was like raw power in the karate to this slap, 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 whatever, do something like that. Well, then everybody was out boxing, and I seen this one dude in the neighborhood started boxing with, he was doing good, got into it with someone else, and he cleaned this dude up, boom, boom, boom. He'd been boxing for a year or two, and I was like, man, I gotta try that. So it was like way different than the karate, and there's no kicking, and it was really cool. And then I found a guy who did Thai boxing and was over in Thailand and everything, and he was like, sure, I'll teach you. And he just pretty much beat the crap out of me for, I don't even know. It was a few, pretty much every weekend I went over there, he just beat the crap out of me, whatever you want to say it. A few bugs out, even though it's breezy, there's still a couple bugs. But there's a million ways to do it. I was gonna say it in a different way, but it's whatever works for you, whatever works for you the best. And it was just a training thing, and the Jeet Kune Do is the example I was gonna say about that is they show you all these techniques, and then you're gonna pick what works for you, what works best for you. You might kick better than you punch, so you're gonna show you 30 different kicks, how to do them, which ones work for you. Is it going to be a fast little snappy one? Is it going to be a real hard side kick or something like that? And maybe you don't box too well, but you throw elbows okay, so we're going to work on the different ways you throw elbows. Maybe you're not really good at grappling. Oh, sorry, puppy, I dropped my Dr. Pepper. Look, it's so fuzzy now. You're okay. Nobody's going to get you. That was just too close, huh? She jumped up on that. What was that? Maybe you're good at flipping people though. So it's all whatever works for you, pretty much, and on a budget, and trying to make additional currency to do it. Almost sound like I'm getting ready to start repeating myself again, so I'm going to stop now. Thank you all for stopping by. We may go live on the Midwest Survivors channel tonight. I think we got to run back into town one time, right? And then maybe, I don't even know if the puppy's going to sleep out here with us. I think the mommy wanted the puppy back for tonight because I'm not going to be there. And the puppy's vicious. She does get crazy though already, doesn't she? At 5 months old, she's already like, what? Who's that? Have a great night. You too. Thanks for stopping by. And I guess we'll see you guys soon. Any comments, like I said, throw them down in the comments. And I like the back and forth. I get most of that on Rumble. Literally got 100-something people over there or whatever, and I got 6,300 over here, and I get 2 comments if I'm lucky on a video over here. I get 50 views maybe, but I'll throw one up over there, and I can get 25 different people saying something to me and triple the views of even what I have for followers over there. And it's a little bit more free speech. Once I get the software set up, I may end up doing it to do the lives over there also, because you can just drop F-bombs like it's nobody's business and they don't mess with you. You can play with bang bangs in your hand live. It's not like these commie cork suckers over here. And yeah, anyways, have a good day. We'll see you again soon. I will have some caches videos. You can see us digging up some stuff, and we're probably gonna do that after we eat or run into town or whatever we end up doing. Maybe even once it starts getting darker. Haven't decided yet. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and survival no matter what, right? Never worried, never scared, always ready, always prepared. I'm looking at her too, just so you guys know. All right, have a good day.